Hi, I'm Daniel, and Universal announced a remake for How to Train Your Dragon recently, and most people aren't happy with it. I can partially see why. Remakes have gotten a bad reception after what happened across the last 2 decades. There has become an over-reliance on existing properties instead of original ideas. That said, remakes can be a good tool to expand on the story or showing it a new way, so that's what I want to talk about in this short video. Or shorter to make it easy. So, How to Train Your Dragon. Am I the only person looking forward for it? This could become a trend and I wouldn't want that, but as a solo, I would want to see it in a new style. It could fit the OVCG approach, and if the budget is good, it will look really strong. Even in story, there could be ways to take it. It might be a new story in this world, but I'm assuming it's remaking the first movie, that would also work. It is an amazing movie, but they could improve on Ashford's character and the climax. Also, the best scenes are flying montage, which was easily adapted into live action. I'm honestly looking forward to see how this is done. I just hope Dreamworks doesn't repeat Disney's journey. Aside from 101 Dalmatians earlier, the remakes mainly began with 2010's Alice in Wonderland. That one is different because they were meant to be standalone, and it's great. It takes place after the original and has a different tone. It seems like Tim Burton teamed up with Disney to make a twisted sequel to the original. It was a one-off, but then money happened. It made over $1 billion, which was rare at the time, so Disney started producing more, except not that bad at first. The Ifton also changed the story for a different protagonist, and even direct remakes changed things. Seems like they got to choose what movies they remade and had ideas for. I will stand by, The Jungle Book 2016 is one of the best movies ever made. You can tell even by the visuals it isn't copying the style of the original. The clothes, designs, and cinematography are made by its own. They have their own unique style, which are only partially inspired by the original. The remake started well, the only sign of failure only begun at Beauty and the Beast. It was too similar to the original and forgettable. The following year, Christopher Robin to even it out, but 2019 is where it really went downhill. Ayo and the movies weren't that bad, just boring with yes and yes advancements to the story. Didn't help that started at 1 or 2 a year. There was 5 in 2019, one soon after the other. After Mulan and Pinocchio were just plain awful, taking away the point of the story, I lost hope for the remake. What could have been a great way to have unique twists to classic stories, that made a point for its own reason to exist, just became still cash grabs. Instead of having interest in making it, it became a challenge to remake practically every popular film. It's not even the director that matters. Jon Favreau directed The Jungle Book that amazingly takes the story an exceptional experience. He later directed The Lion King, which is practically the same as the original and copying shots. They are going in wanting the same product and nostalgia baiting. It was very nostalgia baiting at first, but got bigger. These movies exist we talked about for a couple months and then fade away. They are on Disney Plus but begging anyone watch it over the original that's also on the service. What could have been well utilised ended up a mess for Disney. However, I will admit I can't stop watching them. I originally didn't want to watch them from now on. But thinking about how the little mermaid will look in weird CG, I want to see that. Not in cinemas, but likely after a Disney Plus release. Part of me wants to see them start failing so it will stop. But I'm also aware of what will happen if the Little Mermaid remake fails. I can already picture the thumbnails about woke Disney failing or something. This trend needs to end or change in some way. Back to Dreamworks. Sure, the Dreamworks continue after that? Probably not. However, a remake could be good to improve certain movies. The Croods was fit a remake, improving the story and being better. Home is better than it's often reviewed, but it could have been far better if it improved the tone and pacing. There are some movies remakes can work for, and I can imagine both of them in a live action setting. Escaping Dreamworks, the whole Transylvania franchise needs some kind of remake. Live action part isn't essential, but that will bring a new medium for the visuals. Sometimes a movie has problems and it often doesn't get edited after release. A remake can improve things or use original vision for something transformative. No matter how it's often misused, remakes have reason to exist and shouldn't be automatically met with negativity. I don't know how much of a part Dreamworks will have in this movie, but they have been amazing recently, making the 2 best animated movies of 2022. I didn't make a video of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, but just know I agree with all the people saying it's amazing. I don't have much left to say for conclusion, so I'll just end it now. If you liked this video, consider pressing subscribe and watching more. The end.